Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a video for you that contains my entire Black Ops 3 multiplayer wish list, and the gameplay you're going to get to see is one of the best games of Black Ops 2 I have ever played, and I feel that it highlights all the things that were great about this game. I'm going to be playing on Studio, rushing very aggressively at the start of both rounds, weapon scavenging, having a lot of fun time, getting about a 2.0, 2.5 KD, but doing as much crazy and fun stuff as possible. But let's talk about what I would like to see in Black Ops 3. The list isn't in order from, most to least wanted, but the first couple items obviously are going to be more important because they're higher up on my mind, and most of them in general are what we'll say the core principles of what makes a Call of Duty game good. So first want for Black Ops 3 is I want good and predictable spawns. Haven't had those in a while. I'm mostly complaining about ghost spawns. Those were very rough. Advanced Warfare was an improvement. Black Ops 2 had rough spawns at launch, but it got progressively better through the couple of patches, and it's got probably one of the best spawns in the entire Call of Duty series now. They're very controllable, and they're very predictable, and I feel that being predictable about the spawns is probably the most important part about it. That is good for public match play. That allows you to know approximately where your enemies are going to be coming from, so you can set up appropriately. You don't get randomly shot in the back unless somebody flanks with stealth perks, and they earned that one. And it works really good for competitive play because it allows them to understand and control the maps, whereas random or bad spawns are not good. Of course, no game is going to be perfect. It's going to have hiccups at launch, but I hope it gets taken care of quickly, and I hope the spawns are good. Good spawns do wonders for a Call of Duty game, more than almost anything else multiplayer-wise. I also hope that it has a very good TDM mode for casual players. For whatever reason, and I truly don't understand why, because I don't agree with them, but TDM is the most popular game type in the game. Most people enjoy TDM most people play it the most. First time anybody picks up a Call of Duty game, the first thing that they're going to do is play Team Deathmatch, and I feel, and I made an entire video about this one, that in order to make the game appeal to casual players, in order to get a mass audience to bring COD back to the glory that it used to have, it needs to have a really solid Team Deathmatch mode. That's going to be the bread and butter of the Call of Duty game. The objective modes that the Treyarch already does pretty well at, but a really solid Team Deathmatch mode will go a long way to making this game popular, fantastic, and fun to play, and I might actually post TDM gameplays. However, on the topic of game modes, one thing definitely needs to come back, and that's league play. League play worked really well for a variety of reasons. One of those reasons is if you wanted to challenge yourself, if you wanted to get the best, hardest possible, lobbies that you could, you can go to league play and do that, because otherwise the tryhards, they try to get the highest score, they stomp in pubs, you win over and over and over again, it's no fun. If you want to play the best people, you go to league play, so it takes all the super competitive MLG tryhard guys out of public casual matches and puts them in their own little playlist where they can play exactly what they want to play and be happy without ruining your day. It also gave a pretty decent place for pro players to practice. Now again, league play is not like amazing practice for pros. They do scrims and stuff, but it's nice for warm-up. It gives you the right kind of feel. It allows casual players who watch competitive Call of Duty to hop online and play on the same thing, which was really good. And it was also really cool because, if I'm not mistaken, the first ever COD championships with Black Ops 2 allowed the top 1 or 2 league play teams to come and play competitively, and I think that'd be a cool thing, just kind of like LCS and League of Legends. If you get up to that very top tier, master, challenger, god tier, whatever, you get an invite to come and play with the people that are on the teams. You're probably not going to win, but it's nice to have. And also, one improvement that I would like to make is that if it could do separate lobbies for solo or for full teams, because it's not fair when you go in solo and you get matched with 3 random guys versus a whole team. There needs to be like maybe a mercenary kind of rank play and a team rank play, or at least some kind of weighting to where if you go in solo and you lose to a whole team, it's not as bad as if your whole team loses to a whole team. And if you are a whole team and you just smash solo lobbies, it's not as good, or you don't get as much elo or points or whatever as beating whole teams. I think that would make it a lot more fair, a lot more fun and competitive. On the topic of game modes still, I'd love to see Hardpoint return. Hardpoint's fantastic game mode. Glad it was back in AW. Capture the Flag's really good. And the game mode that I really want to see to return, which a lot of you might disagree with, is Uplink. I don't play a lot of Uplink in public matches, but it is fantastically fun to watch on Twitch or competitively, and it's fun to play kicking around, but Hardpoint's the big one. That game mode was just so good. Dom and, all that other sort of stuff, Search and Destroy, they'll be there until the end of time. A controversial one, which you probably won't agree with me on, that I would like is, not are, it's plural, is that I would like to see rare camos and or variants return. A lot of people, or some people, are of the opinion that variants ruined Advanced Warfare or that it was bad for the game, and I initially was very opposed to this. I didn't like the idea of variants, I didn't like the idea of random rewards, and I was very vocal about it. But over the couple of months of playing, my opinion has changed. I feel that ultimately they added more gun variety, it added something very interesting for you to work toward. Unfortunately, a lot of them were kind of random, so that kind of hurts that a little bit. It made the games more, I don't know, maybe not more competitive. There's a lot more variety, which is a big deal, and it kept people playing, working for those advanced supply drops or regular supply. I don't really agree with buying them, probably won't ever, but I would like for that to return, or if variants don't return, like because some people didn't really like that you randomly get a gun with better or different stats, at least rare camos. How cool would it be to open up packages and randomly get ultra rare camos that like there's only 100 of them or 5 or 10 of them, and you've got this hyper rare camo that you can show off in every single game, kind of like the zebra camo from Ghost. That was a really fun addition, just that they had something cool like that. Start of this match is really fun. I like to shoot and blow up the barrels and kill people. I'll be putting the LMG away in a little bit. I know target finders aren't popular. Hope not to see target finders return. This site was just way too easy. But speaking of the camos and weapons and gear, what it's sorely missing, what Advanced Warfare is sorely missing, what Black Ops 2 still has time to do, is implement a trading system of some kind. Shamelessly rip off the Counter-Strike trading system. Make a microeconomy, not a microeconomy, a little digiconomy, something where you can buy, sell, trade, or exchange these for points, not just experience, because that's kind of useless, but maybe I trade you a weapon, I get the weapon I want, camo, something. That would make really cool market. It'd also be kind of cool to earn a little bit of money. Like, if you do really well and you unlock this weapon and you get it randomly, you could sell it $5, $10, $20, $30, $100 if it's rare. Who knows? That would be really cool. Moving on to some shorter and semi-random things, but important things. I would like to see true 1080p on the Xbox One. I know it's not the most popular console ever, not popular, powerful console ever, but I'm really tired of playing 720p or 980, 900p while the PlayStation 4 gets 1080. Big difference in looks. I hope my Xbone can do 1080 in Black Ops 3. I hope they bring back the unique and fun guns like Black Ops 2. Treyarch's always done a very good job with this. Each one of the guns has a very unique individual feel. It has a quirk. It has a niche to fill. It's good with some kind of attachment. It does good at something. The guns in this game feel good. They are balanced both competitively and publicly, and I hope that comes back. I also hope they bring back the excellent pistols. So I do a lot of pistol work, a lot of goofy classes. I fell in love with the TAC-45, one of my favorite weapons from Call of Duty games ever. Also, I just wiped the whole squad right there. I just got everybody. Wanted to let you know that. I was really happy about that. Probably why I chose this gameplay. Love the dual Scorpions in Black Ops 1. I hope they bring back these sort of low, like machine pistols, these lowly kind of pistols that you can still wreck people with. I want secondaries to be worthy and valuable again. Also, no C4. C4 is just kind of annoying. People just kind of spam it out for easy kills. Never really thought it took much skill. Oh, there's the TAC-45 I was talking about. Gonna move into rapid fire mode for these last couple of ones. I'd prefer a pick 10 over a pick 13. I feel like Advanced Warfare's pick 13 was a great idea on paper, but what really ended up happening is, that was a very long-range TAC-45 kill, is that people just threw away all their kill streaks in order to get more perks, which made them kind of godly to face in gunfights, and there weren't very many streaks, which kind of made it not a Call of Duty game feeling, very kind of different, and the streaks haven't been super fun. Now, Advanced Warfare streaks are okay, but they're really hard to earn. I really like the score streak balance in this game. We had a couple of goofy ones, AGR, I hope the Hunter Killer and doesn't come back. The RC probably will. But nice, fun score streaks. Score streaks, not kill streaks. That's very important. Easy to earn, fun to use, fun to play with. And of course, a big bad boy. One that wrecks the whole map. Something like a chopper gun or something cool. I hope that there is a detailed firing range, kind of like the one from Advanced Warfare, but maybe with big boy numbers. Maybe showing exact meters, ranges, damages. When you shoot people, you know exactly what's going on. That would be really cool. If only in the PC version. Like, you could turn on a debug mode and see all of it. As far as maps go, I feel like Treyarch's probably going to nail the maps. 3-lane maps like in Black Ops 1 and 2 and Advanced Warfare are going to be good. It's nice to have a couple of huge maps and not, cluttery ones for search and destroy for more tactical games, but 3 lanes has tended to work best in Call of Duty, so I do hope those come back. Maybe a matchmaking overhaul from Demonware. I never really got to the bottom of the matchmaking problems in AW, but I know it's mostly handled by Demonware. PC players have a very hard time getting a match. People blame skill-based matchmaking, something like that. Definitely some room for improvement here. Theater mode needs to come back. That's a huge one. Theater mode, made redundant by the new consoles, but fantastically fun. You can do a lot of really great created content with that. A good PC version is very important. I'm going to be making a whole video about having a good PC version, but PC is probably the biggest market right now. The most, they spend the most money, they're the oldest, they're the loudest, they're the people you need to please, so a good PC version would be fantastic. That would make me happy. Esports support's pretty much given. That's fun, and that's one of the things that he does. New engine, I'd really like a new engine. I'd like to see a new engine. I feel like that's kind of pie in the sky. Call of Duty's been running on the same modified base engine since the end of time, and since I'm going to guess that this game will still be on older consoles, at least for this one, I have a feeling it'll still be there. I have a feeling we'll still be seeing the old engine, so love to see a new one. Probably going to see the old one. One last request for anybody out there listening, anybody that agrees or disagrees. I hope the bright colors come back. One of the things that I loved about Black Ops 2 and Advanced Warfare is the bright, punchy colors. That's one of the problems I had with Ghost. Now, Ghost, they went with a very different art scheme. They wanted to go a kind of depressing, different, like rundown, grungy, post-apocalyptic future, and that fits the art scheme, but it's very hard for multiplayer. Multiplayer games like Black Ops 2, with these bright, vibrant colors, on a colorblind person like me, it makes it much easier to see and identify the enemies in play, and it's just more pleasant to look at. Guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.